Good morning and welcome to episode 1583 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, November 6th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. And we know that it's November 6th, the day after the election, but we're actually taping this right before we go live for the election night live stream. So watch that replay on X. Okay. If you're listening to this on the 6th and you're not watching us tape it live on the 5th, go watch the replay on X of the election night live stream. We're going to be covering the states as they pop, as everybody ejaculates their votes onto the map. We will be there to tell you which color the jism is.
We're going to be covering the election all night live and all rest of the week, not today.
Exactly.
Because we don't know what's going on right now.
I'll be with you guys till about 10 p.m.
Nice.
Yeah, Wes will be with us till 10 p.m. We'll be talking Erection Day results. Ryan in the live chat says it's Erection Day. Don't forget to vote. That's correct.
Hell yeah.
Election Day.
Yeah. It's a big day, and we'll find out who won in 2 weeks.
Exactly. If it comes down to Vegas counting, you're going to be waiting a while. All right. Since there's some other, stuff besides the election going on, I've got pig news. What do you guys got?
Oh, pig news, very big.
Oh shit, I got animal news too. We're going all animal.
Is it all
We're going not all animal. Well, if you consider teenage boys
animals.
Well, yeah,
animalistic.
Yeah.
They get the body odor going. They get the body hair.
Japanese teenage boys maybe less animals than American teenage boys, or more, depending on how you look at it. I don't know.
The current Japanese teenage boys are animals.
They're not enough animals is the problem.
I thought they were like fucking with the food at restaurants and shit like that.
They're little shits, but that's because they're not doing what they should be doing, which is getting it in.
Right.
Yeah, you got to focus on that a lot as a kid. I feel like
animals do well. They get it in.
Yeah.
As you'll hear in probably multiple stories.
It's nature. It's nature.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, babe, I'm just an animal.
Just the dog in me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You gotta scratch the itch.
All right. Well, should we just get right into it or what?
Yeah, do it.
Any other announcements? Okay.
No, that's it.
Let's talk about it. Yesterday we talked about blowjobs, as we discovered. Maybe, hopefully, the next talk too. I don't know if they've discovered that lady yet. Haven't followed up on it today.
They're looking.
Somebody knows who she is. Hopefully she doesn't get fired for her hilarious jumbotron. But yesterday we talked about blowjobs, and if a young Japanese boy or girl, happened to tune into that episode, they would have been traumatized with fear, even thinking about that kind of intimacy. They would rather take 900 tests than engage in such an out there and personal.
You're telling me a Japanese kid taking a Scantron over a night with the jumbotron girl from the Denver Nuggets game?
I think they'd be a little too intimidated, and the stats, back me up here. It's a problem that the country is facing.
That's a problem, all right. That's a problem.
Wes, can I interrupt you? It's going to be an interrupting type night with the election and stuff. Mark brings up a good point. He says, the Kalshi market, that's our sponsor, Kalshi, Kalshi. You can bet on a lot of things. The Kalshi market shows Donald Trump leading with 56% of the predictions, over 44% for Harris. But the thing here is that there's a total of $275 million in bets. Crazy. I saw one guy did a $23 million bet on like that.
Promo code Hard Factor if you're going to use
code Hard Factor. Use Kalshi. Now if you're hearing this, you're like, oh, thanks for too late, Lucille, or whatever, no, because you can bet on movie. I bet on Gladiator 2 getting lower than 75% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's gonna hit. Apparently, that's a dump. Reviews are coming out, and it's a shit. But go ahead.
Promo code Hard Factor.
Shout
out Mark with the C.
That's a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
But back to Japan. It is a problem. These young boys not wanting to spend the night with the Denver Nuggets blowjob girl. And with declining birth rates, population decreasing, it's a big problem. And the country is literally paying people to move to the country to start a family and fuck. They're literally paying people. They're actually paying women 600,000 yen, or about $4,000, to move out of Tokyo and get knocked up by a country Japanese bumpkin. They want women to move to the country.
I think you were saying to move to the country is in like you could put yourself out to stud in Japan. Like you could just fly there and get citizenship by becoming a sperm machine.
You promise you're into sex? You're like, no, I'm into sex.
I think
You
it
have to
only
be
applies
Japanese though,
Japanese
right?
women, yeah, for this one,
Okay.
and couples.
All
I
right.
think they're paying to go out in the country, blah blah blah. And
You can't start
unfortunately,
a self-studying business in Japan.
I mean, you could probably.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
probably
listen, you need to take my word for it, or do you need a demonstration?
listen. Women everywhere have needs, and these little Japanese guys ain't fulfilling them apparently. And unfortunately for Japan, it doesn't look like the next generation is going to come to the rescue when it comes to, fucking the country out of this problem, because these shy little bastards can't even get the courage up to have their first kiss by the age of 18. Okay.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. Now, a new study, and apparently they do these studies often in Japan. They like to keep tabs on how their teenagers are doing sex life wise.
They do those everywhere. We got them.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess
It's a little creepy, isn't it?
it is a little creepy. I feel a little creepy doing this story. To be
It's
honest,
a little creepy keeping tabs on that.
Yeah.
Well, Wes, I mean, nothing can keep you away from a children's sex story, and I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Well, you're absolutely right. I'm for them and I'm against them at the same time. So a new survey of Japanese high school students has revealed that 4 out of 5 15 to 18-year-old boys have yet to have their first kiss. Okay. Now I'm not sure why Japanese population is decreasing. It's not like anime chicks are getting really hot, or sex doll technology.
Yeah, does kissing your computer screen count? Is it kissing the anime girl?
No, unfortunately that can't produce a baby. But yeah, so I mean, look at that. I mean, come on, this anime chick is just too hot for. I mean,
statistically, Japan has the most dead babies with all those loads getting shot into
right. Yeah. So you're saying that these kids are just they're just too into anime and gaming to satisfy a Japanese woman.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, it's this new sex doll technology. They realize, hey, I'm just gonna start saving up for a sex doll. Why do I need to start putting effort into having my first kiss?
Well, I feel like the super expensive, really nice, realistic looking sex dolls are more for like 20s and up. But teenagers, they're getting into that AI girlfriend thing.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Man, that's fucked up. I love video games, but you got to have respect for the real world, and there's nothing like real life making out and getting it in.
That's right.
That's just it's irreplaceable. So
you cheat on your high school girlfriend with your AI girlfriend, but you still have your high school girlfriend.
To see guys succumbing to the computer girlfriend.
It's tough. Now, according to BBC article by Joel Guinto, who I guess is BBC's special journalist covering Japanese kids' sex lives, these are the lowest figures recorded since Japan first began asking teenagers about their sexual habits since back in 1974. So 50 years we're talking. The study by the Japanese Association for Sex Education polled nearly 13,000 students across junior high schools, and university, asking them about everything from kisses to sexual intercourse. And this survey, like I said, takes place every 6 years and has been recording a fall in first kisses since 2005. And when the figure was closer to 1 in 2 kids had their first kiss. Now it's 1 in 5. That's staggering.
It's a staggering study. But as you read it, Wes, I can see why you're a little nervous doing this story, because you can't start there's nothing you can do about it. What are you going to start a charity that's about getting kids their kisses?
Well, I'll get to what they are trying, and it's
I get you, but it's just you're in a territory where the words coming out of your mouth are
I know. The samurai and the shogun are rolling around in their graves. They fought so hard for Japan.
Yeah, it's weird. So, and as you might have guessed, these little buggers are not only not kissing, but they are not coming close to mall hand jobs, and intercourse seems to be completely off the table.
Can't even sniff it. That's crazy.
And you know what's at an all-time high though for high school boys is jerking off. According to the survey. Yeah, according to the survey,
that's what I was saying.
A record number of teenagers are admitting to masturbation across all demographics at all-time highs. So off the charts.
For your body, but you gotta be able to
It's the AI girlfriend and the manga porn and like you guys play games on your phone ever? Like on your iPhone? Well, like
but they're gonna. I mean, you gotta. If you don't connect with real people, you're gonna end up.
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm
being
seeing
able
this
to connect with
trend.
computers,
I'm seeing this trend in phone games where, like, I play like the free games, so like you get ads, which sucks. But like, in order to play a game and not pay for it, you have to like sit through ads every like 10 minutes, and like a lot of the ads are trending to like just manga big titty porn games that are popping up everywhere. Just enormous. Like I'm playing like a golf game. I'm like doing like a finger swipe golf game, and then all of a sudden I see an ad for like it looks like a teenage with double Z's with a 2-inch waist.
Yeah. So it's a problem, and what's crazy is that these results come after a separate survey earlier this year that found that half of people married in Japan aren't having sex. So something's going on over there. I don't know if it's the Fukushima or whatever. Was that the nuclear meltdown? Fukushima.
That was like a meltdown.
Yeah. I don't know if that's in the air. People's
radiation
penises aren't working. So Japan's in a real pickle.
They're Fukushiming their own pants.
Yeah, they're Fukushiming these dolls.
I don't think here's an idea. Isn't Japan one of those countries that works as much as us?
I think they're the only country that works more.
Okay, the only country that works more than us. Maybe give the married couples some vacations so they can go fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
But time out. That should work in the kids' favors. When your parents are at home all day and you get home from high school, you should be getting mall hand jobs. This should be the longer your parents are working, the more free time you have to get hand jobs.
Well, maybe give them time to go to happy hour, then they could bang instead of work at a motel while the kids just.
I used to like tell my mom to go to the grocery store while I would scan for chicks or like do nicotine. She would get home at like 3 or 3:30 because she woke up at like 6 and went to work early instead of getting home at 5 because she didn't want me to be home for too long.
She had to get her out of the house.
So I'd be like, she'd call and she'd be like, "Do you need anything from the store?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And I'd like give her like a list of things to get to give me an extra 30 minutes.
Of course. Yeah, that's a good tactic. So Japan is in a real pickle. I'm gonna have to force my kid out to get to the mall when he turned like right now before he has his license is one thing, and we don't live in like the neighborhoods have changed, but once he turns 16, if he's fucking coming home, doing what he's doing, there's gonna be issues. So
Japan, your kid's like a Japanese kid.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty much him every day.
Look,
did you tell him the story?
I'm going
you got to keep the pipes clear, and I'm glad those kids are doing that. But at the same time, you need to make real human connections.
Second study came out and said if you jerk off, or not jerk off, sorry, if you ejaculate, so sex, jerking off, whatever, more than 20 times a month, like 50% chance less of prostate cancer. These studies keep. You got to keep.
It's great for the prostates. These guys are having healthy prostates, but unhealthy, probably relationship thoughts in their head. Yeah, given what's going on here.
Yeah. So, like I said, they are taking steps to counteract this problem. And the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare has started showing videos to young boys on how to impress their girl counterparts. Hopefully, get that first kiss or more. I was able to get my hands on one of them, and I'll play you a snippet. It is interesting.
Do the Soldier Boy.
Get her some ice cream. Ask if she wants to go see the scary movie that's out. Get her some ice cream. Get her an Auntie Get her a Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear. You get a hand job. There's a better chance than not going to the mall.
That's so good. Dude, I can teach a course over there.
Yeah. You got to go to the mall, guys.
I was the only one going to the mall with the goal of getting a hand job.
So...
As a teenager, I would scan for the hottest chicks in the mall. That's the only reason I went to the mall. I was looking for the hottest girls.
It's a sound tactic. That's where the hot chicks are at, Mark. 100%.
Auntie Ants, Build-A-Bear, ice cream.
It also does sound like, though, if you put in any effort, you're probably going to get far because no one's putting in an effort.
Right.
Like these girls probably want to kiss too, and they're shy. Right. Girls are shy. But if you put in any effort and no one else is, you can clean up.
Right. But these guys are putting in.
Teen should transfer over there.
Well, but then you're going to have the Japanese don't want all these like American kids running around. Well, they're not ready.
It's called competition. Well, maybe they'd step up their game.
It would be too much. it would throw their society into a chaos. I feel like because they don't let people immigrate and shit, right? They're like kind of strict about that.
I don't know. I mean, they're gonna have to start. They're gonna have to start because literally they've got the oldest population in the world, and their population, and nobody's fucking. So I mean, I don't know.
Not unless you can, not unless you can build a robot, a car, or hit a baseball like Tom Selleck could. They don't let you over there.
Yeah.
It would be so hilarious if they did bring in Americans to help them repopulate, and then all of a sudden they're all into like WWE and like fucking NASCAR and shit.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on with teenagers in Japan sex lives. You're welcome.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow, thanks. Thank you, Wes. Well, I have to point out that today's show and this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. And, a big election is happening right now. And when you're listening to this, it's probably the day after the election. And regardless of who wins it, there's going to be a few hundred people that are not thrilled. Some might be more upset than others. And I have a perfect solution for you, those people. BetterHelp.
Yes.
Thank your therapist this month.
Therapy. Yes.
Yeah. Thank your therapist this month, as they are doing an incredible job over there at BetterHelp, making sure that we are all being the best versions of ourselves. This month is all about gratitude. Okay. November's about gratitude. And along with therapist, there's another person you should thank. You probably don't thank that person enough. I'm talking about yourself. Go ahead. Do it right now.
Thank you. Thank you, Wes.
There you go, Wes. It's sometimes hard to remind ourselves that we are trying our best to make sense of everything. And in this crazy world, it's not easy. So it's a reminder to, spend some time. Thank yourself. Thank people in your life, your loved ones. Be kind to people. If you're thinking of starting therapy, it's for everyone. It's not for people that have just experienced major trauma. Give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/hardfactor today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hardfactor.
That's right. Hey, real quick, some live comments. Nikki Trashcan says, "Thank you, Wes." Yeah, agrees. Yolanda K says, "Where'd you get that hat, Will?" Fat Boy Surf Club. Nice friends of the show. They sent it to me. And Mark with a C, he gets back. He says, "Love you guys. Seriously, my favorite people. Listen every day." Love you too, Mark with a C.
Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. You know what's not nice? I think we all agree they should not have killed Peanut.
Oh, dude, I got mad about that today because I wasn't on the show, and I started looking into it. Those owners are terrible people.
Who's for the death of Peanut?
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's just the people that murdered Peanut who are for it.
Hang on, this is the take from Wes. He was texting nonstop about this. You said the owners are terrible people. Go on.
Yeah, I think they're cowards. I think that they could have easily saved Peanut. How hard is it to fucking keep a squirrel and like hidden in an apartment and not give it to the people that are going to kill it? You could have just driven it out to the fucking country, or like you said, their sanctuary that they had.
Well, they didn't know they were coming. Once they were coming, squirrels don't do hide and seek well. They make noises and like you'd have to put it in a tiny little cage and put that tiny little cage.
You don't give over the squirrel. You just
their house got raided. He had to sit outside the house. It was like a literal like SWAT team raid.
How do you hide a squirrel from people searching your house?
You could have just let it out the window
and run away.
Sure, better than getting its head chopped off. Whatever.
Well, I think they thought they were going to get it back. They didn't think they were going to kill it. I think they were like, that's where they were like, "Hey, can we get it back? And we promise we won't have it in the house anymore. We'll take it to the sanctuary." But by the time that communication was going through, they were like, "Oh, we killed it."
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was a lackluster effort on their part to say.
Are you upset?
You're blaming the victim. You're victim blaming.
Are you upset with the owner's OnlyFans? Are you upset with the owner's OnlyFans like a lot of people?
I didn't know they had an OnlyFans.
Driving issue for a lot of people. A lot of people are upset with the OnlyFans existing. Now, most people are anti the death of Peanut, but some people are upset with the OnlyFans. You're the first person I'm hearing who is upset with them for having their squirrel killed on their watch.
Yes,
that's a new one.
Yeah, well, I am. I think that they just gave up. I think there was a terrible effort to save their beloved pet.
It was their fault. Okay, well,
and here's an important part. the squirrel bit a member of the team that raided. Yes, the people that the SWAT team that raided a squirrel.
That's true. We did leave that piece of information out or forgot to say it. Yes, that wasn't on purpose. It did, but it was after it was like cornered by a bunch of strange men. Like it went squirrel. Like if 6 people came in and tried to grab my cat's not going to bite anyone. Never has. But if you get 6 guys in here trying to grab it, it's going to bite you.
The one thing I do wonder,
would you give up your cat if 6
No.
people? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I would never.
Exactly.
All right, I'm coming around on that. But I think, poor Peanut, that was rough. But I have a story for you today that swings too far.
and they're saying the experts say here that it's unlikely that Peanut had rabies. Okay.
It's true. I don't think that there's 7 years of videos that didn't have rabies. And Nikki Trashcans does bring up another good point to that. 6 guys come after me, I'm biting them too. You get cornered by 6 guys. We're all animals.
Rabies or not.
Right.
Right.
So look,
Peanut allegedly had no rabies. So
that was
you're sucking your way to that situation, and you're biting your way to that situation.
6 guys.
Yeah.
Boy, was my jaw tired. But I've got a story that swings too far the other way. That was a little too aggressive with the killing of the harmless animals. This one's a little bit swinging the other way. Like, for example, you see this? You see that?
That's a big spider.
Yeah, it
Looks like a wolf spider.
Wolf spider.
Bigger than a wolf spider. That's the Fen Raft spider, and it's a real son of a bitch. The prick can get to be the size of your hand, which is about 25 times too large for a spider to be. Like, they should be so small you can't tell if they're a spider or another insect. That's the only spider I get along with.
I like them to where I can see them barely, just enough so they don't crawl into my orifices unknowingly.
Oh, you're worried about the inside head spider.
Yeah, I don't like the inside head.
I like them to be so small that
the worst one.
If they did crawl inside my orifices, I wouldn't even know.
I only know spider laying eggs in my brain. You know what I mean?
You want Mark wants a microscopic spider. What he
smaller the better. Like, it looks like smaller than an ant. Looks like the tiniest one. So I'm like, it could be anything. It could be like those little miniature insects that, what are they called? Whatever. That's because you don't even know it's a spider. Well, the Fen Raft spider was going extinct, probably because everyone burned them to death with flamethrowers or shot them, which makes sense. And that was a good thing. Maybe God was correcting a horrible mistake. Who knows? But they were about to be gone for good. Get them out of here.
Okay. Are they poisonous?
We'll get to that. But
okay.
It doesn't fucking matter. They're the size of your hand.
Nature finds a way, though, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, 10 years ago, the Chester Zoo in Chester, England, where I lived for a few months, and thank God Pat's not here because he would be incorrectly, disgustedly saying, "Oh, Mark's talking about living in Wales again." Chester's in England. Chester's in England on the border of Wales. I worked in Wales. Well, the cute little Chester Zoo, not to be confused with Manchester, by the way. That's a much bigger city. Chester's got like Roman architecture,
right?
Like really old, right? And Manchester's much bigger.
Small town,
small. Yeah. They decided to release a few thousand female Fen Raft spiders from that Chester Zoo about a decade ago in a conservation effort because they were going extinct. So they're like,
because England wanted these things back. They said, "Hey, we want these hand-sized spiders all over us."
Where were the peanut raiders then? Is what I'm wondering. And it fucking worked, guys. It fucking worked. Those slut spiders got knocked up left and right. And a spider is like, their litter is like 10 million spiders, as you mentioned in your ear, right? So now the entire UK is overran by Fen Raft spiders. Get a load of these things.
They're big boys.
Eating a fucking fish.
Yeah.
Minnow,
it's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like a tarantula.
The water spiders
bigger.
On...
Yes, Wes. They're semi-aquatic, so you can't even hide from them in the water. You're
water tarantulas. That's hilarious.
You're just over there in the pond, and all of a sudden, it's not fair play, lad, because the spider crawls up and bites you in the pond. And a lot of people might point out, like Wes was trying to get at, that the Fen Raft spider is mostly harmless to humans. And to them, I'd say no. I'd rather get bit and die by one of those things than have to live with the trauma of getting bit by one of those things for the rest of my life. Yeah. Just kill me. If you're that big a spider, just kill me instantly.
I don't know. I mean, this thing's bite probably doesn't even hurt that bad. It's
more the emotional damage.
Right. You're saying the trauma.
The fangs on that fucking thing. You see the fangs on that thing?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's going to draw blood, but it's not going to it can't like It's not going to do
Yeah,
anything.
you're also not going to be like, you're not going to immediately assume, oh, that's the Fen Raft spider. When that thing bites you, you're like, fuck. Probably.
You're in England though, like there's no other spiders, right? This thing is like the king because there's nothing else. There's no competition.
It is now because now there's over 10,000 horny and fertile giant female Fen Raft spiders over there in the UK. You did it, guys.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. Way to go.
Idiots.
You ruined England for Mark.
You created Mark's worst nightmare. Never moving back to Chester.
Well, you know what the worst part about
Want to hear about that again, huh?
No. The worst part about it is looking back at the timeline. They said this was about 10 years ago. That's the bastards let these out of the zoo while I was staying over there. I didn't get that note from the concierge at the Crown Plaza.
At least you didn't get bit while you were there. Yeah, you got lucky.
What's the news around town today, guys? You let out a few thousand giant spiders?
That's a weird thing to do, but I mean, I guess they feel like they're vital to the environment there. I had no idea. I had no idea.
I don't know what they think. Bonus dog. We in good news, the scientists have figured out a way to stop mosquitoes from giving you like dengue and malaria and all this stuff. And the way they're going to do that is to make them like Japanese teens and just not have sex. And the way they're going to do that is they're going to deafen the male mosquitoes, because male mosquitoes fly around like Pepe Le Pew and some other insects, and they track down women and they hear them flying, and it's the vibration of their butts that gets them horny, and then they track them down. And they've proven again and again now that if you deafen the males, they can't hear the females, nor are they like attracted to them, and they just fly around lonely and will never reproduce again.
So how do you deafen them? With you play drum and bass all over all over the Serengeti?
Yeah, you just get them to a concert. Get them all
fucking sweet. So you're going to be able to just kill them with concerts
without killing them. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of mutilating them or maiming them, but technically you just played a loud noise or something.
It's just foghorns going off all over Africa now.
Dude, I'd be willing to stay in my house for a month straight if they wanted to spray and kill every mosquito.
Eradicate all mosquitoes.
Yeah. No problem.
That's what they should have done the COVID lockdown for, not COVID, to kill every mosquito.
All mosquitoes. Yeah.
Killing all mosquitoes.
While we're at it, yeah.
That would have been such a better use of the 14 days or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Dude, real quick, Mark, when I was filming this fucking fishing show, and we went to Costa Rica, and I get to the it's like a fishing like hotel. It's not luxury at all. And I get into the hotel where I'm supposed to be staying, and it's like a room with just tile floors. And I walk in and I see like 5 spiders, like just big spiders in my room. And I'm like, whoa, this is great. I'm just going to sleep in the spider room. And you're like, yeah, this is the only room. And I got bit like 5 times while like one of them was right behind my ear. These things are just crawling on me and biting me all night.
No, dude, I'm out. 1 bite, 5.
Yeah, it was terrible. No. It was awful.
Yeah, spiders can be bad if they overrun a house.
I almost didn't go to the Vancouver bachelor party for Roger because the house that
spider house,
the house that Eric rented for all of us because he's a millionaire, had some reviews, and the reviews were all like, the house is okay, but the basement's infested with giant spiders. You'll notice there's a lot of spider spray cans that are empty. We had to call the Airbnb host and be like, there's giant spiders everywhere, and just be warned that you're going to get bit by giant spiders. And I almost didn't go.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I did demand to stay on the top floor.
That was smart. Right out in the open. Don't let them get to you. Yeah. High traffic area.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Animals.
That's spiders. Well, we're going to do more animals. Okay. Pig news coming up next. And remember, for the folks in the live chat who are watching the election results as we tape this podcast, looks like Indiana and Kentucky are going to Trump. Shocking. Vermont looking like it's going to go to Kamala. Again, shocking. Thanks to Mark with a C for the updates in the live chat. But again, remember, we're going to restart the live stream. It's going to be the election night live stream after this. So,
that's right.
But on to the last segment of this podcast. It's pig news. Pigs in the headlines, as they often tend to be in the fall. First up, a little pigskin talk. Wes, your favorite subject, football, pigskin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pigs.
Yep.
I just
take it away, Wes.
just shoehorned it in. You got the Hogs too with the Redskins. Anyways, the NFL trade deadline was the same day as the election day this year, November 5th. And it was honestly underwhelming, very underwhelming. Nothing like really crazy. The Lions
Chiefs already got Hopkins before. So.
That's right. They won by already having Hopkins before the trade deadline. The Lions got Zadarius Smith to not nearly fill the gap of Aiden Hutchinson getting injured. The Commanders got Marshawn Lattimore for 3 picks from the Saints in a move that helps both teams.
The guy from the
Pittsburgh, his cousin, okay. Cornerback,
the rapist,
lockdown corner. Yeah, that one, but not saying not associated. I take it back, not associated. Different Lattimores. And then Pittsburgh got Mike Williams after he got fired by Aaron Rodgers from the Jets. And then a bunch of other veterans were like getting moved around, but none of the big moves that got teased, like Stafford, Darnold, Cooper Kupp, all this stuff. None of the big moves that got teased happened. Once again, as Mark said, the Chiefs sadly won the NFL trade deadline because they already had gotten DeAndre Hopkins for a 5th rounder from the Titans. So
wow, the Titans are so stupid. They gave up AJ Brown a couple of years ago to the Eagles. They gave up Derrick Henry.
They had a good team. They had a good team. They had a good coach, and they just decided that it was over.
Is this season the highest rated for coaches getting fired mid-season in history?
I doubt it. There's only been 2, right? One.
I thought there was more than 2. I know that
Dennis Allen for
Tampa Bay to get fired. Didn't he just get fired?
No. Todd Bowles, no.
Saints guy, and I think that's Dennis about Allen. It. Maybe the Panthers
so far.
Yeah, no, there's usually a couple by now.
Okay. I don't think the Panthers coach has been fired yet.
He should be.
Yeah, could be coming. So the Chiefs win again.
The Titans GM should be fired.
He really should be. The Bills also got Amari Cooper for free from the Browns, which is somewhat a close second, but really DeAndre Hopkins with Patrick Mahomes. That's number 1. Did you see Monday night's game? If you haven't, you should check it out because worked out for the Chiefs. Also,
they're getting Rashee Rice back for the playoffs and Marquise Brown, Howard Brown. So they're going to have Xavier Worthy's going to be on the bench for the playoffs because they're going to be so stacked.
The Chiefsaholic is super happy in prison right now.
Yeah.
He is. The Chiefs fans, congrats to you. It's you haven't won in a while, and so it's good that you get another win under your belt here with the free agency. Also in real pig news, real pigs, actual pigs, making the headlines this fall. Check out Strawberry the pig. Okay, I'm going to show you a picture here. Well, I'm not going to show you the picture yet because you need to see the video. She's a TikToking animal that hasn't been killed by the state of New York yet, because luckily for Strawberry, she lives in Colorado. Okay, so she doesn't have to worry about the state of New York coming to murder her in her home yet. And her viral
waiting at the state border in case
they want to get the Strawberry.
Yeah,
I think the state of New York environmental protection folks, but they haven't figured out a way to get through the red tape to murder Strawberry yet.
Right.
But once they can, I have no doubt that they'll jump at the chance. Yeah. But luckily, like we're saying, Strawberry lives in Colorado, and a recent video of her went viral on TikTok, where the 7-year-old Juliana pig, I guess that's her breed, got into the leftover beer from the 4th of July, which I guess was just sitting out in the garage. And the pig got extremely hammered. Check it out. So the caption says, Strawberry got into a case of assorted beers in the garage. She is so drunk. And then you see,
look how many she killed. Like
nails.
That's gone. That's gone. That's gone.
Bunch of Bud Lights, bunch of fat tires.
There's 3 more back here.
1, 2, 3,
Damn.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Strawberry.
At least 10 beers.
Oh,
What did you do?
what'd you do, Strawberry?
Oh, she can't walk.
Stumbling in the yard. Oh, Strawberry.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh
yeah.
no, she's drunk.
Can't walk the line.
Right, she tried to go over a berm there, could not do it. Her feet are fumbling.
Nap it off, girl.
She went into her pig box.
Look at the duck. The duck's just like
this-
shaming her.
Yeah.
You're right, Wes. It's an interesting situation with Strawberry and the duck. You see, so Strawberry got hammered, blackout hammered here in the garage by sucking down some beers illegally from the owners there. And, so Strawberry gets caught in the act. Obviously, the pig is a little embarrassed. She tries to flee the scene of the garage.
Right.
Can't make it because she's stumbling. The duck, West, that you pointed out, the duck that lives by Strawberry's pig box, that's actually Strawberry's best friend. So it probably was judging her and making some comments.
Best friend or not, that's not what you want when you wake up is a duck yelling at you when you're hungover.
No. Letting you know how
it's not gonna be best friends in the morning.
Judgmental duck.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's tough for Strawberry. But actually, turns out Strawberry handled it like a champ. The caption from September 6th says, Strawberry got into a case of assorted beers in the garage. LOL, she's so drunk. And TikToker MJ McGee, her name is Morgan Mullins, posted the video with this caption. Also in the text, it says, We've had some leftover beers in the garage since 4th of July, and tonight Strawberry decided to treat herself with a bunch of glitter emojis, and the rest of them #hammered.
That's good. That's good.
Hammered. But like I said, don't worry. Strawberry is best friends with that unnamed duck who watched over her and judged her all night long. And actually, the Mullins said that she was totally fine the next morning, no hangover at all. Strawberry's up and at him. Fit as a fiddle.
There's a wine joke in there too because swine. She had swine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
She did swine. Yeah, swine. Yeah, you're right. I didn't workshop.
She didn't have any wine, but I'm just saying. There's a couple puns in there.
Beer.
Yeah,
for sure. I didn't get too creative on the puns. This election has got me just focused on other stuff. I'm distracted, and so I'm sorry.
That's not on you.
Puns.
Yeah.
Sorry for the lack of puns in this one, in this pig news installment. But yeah, that's Strawberry the pig. She got hammered. They took a video of it.
She had some IPAs, dude.
Fat time. Yeah, that'll get you.
Yeah, leaning Kugels too. She had all of it. She tried a whole
leaning Kugel.
Yeah. Summer Shandy. Yeah, some Bud Lights. Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah.
Do you think there's I don't know, it's kind of a sick thought, but there's got to be you auction off these famous pigs to someone and they just to eat them, the highest bidder.
That's where your mind went.
Yeah.
You just want to eat Strawberry.
Yeah.
There's got to be a black market for somebody who's willing to pay to eat Strawberry.
For a famous TikTok pig. Yeah.
Well, then because you can tell your dinner guests, you know who you're eating, right?
Yeah,
this is Strawberry.
Yeah, that's exotic.
Yeah.
What if that's what the state of New York is really doing? They're trying to fix the deficit by commandeering viral animals and secretly selling them on the black market, and not
they're trying to tell everybody one person with peanut.
Yeah, I mean China would probably pay a boatload for peanut squirrel.
I knew where your mind was going. Yeah, the wet markets. Wes wants to see Strawberry live auctioned off at a wet market,
or just a rich billionaire who hates PETA that will just eat Strawberry on a live stream.
Strawberry bacon. It does sound delicious. Yeah.
It's like a snuff film.
Yeah, it's fucked
up. Strawberry has to watch out. You bring up a great point, Wes. These high profile pets that are also delicious.
Yeah.
They need to. Yeah.
I mean, people steal fucking just regular French bulldogs left and right. I imagine there's a Strawberry might be in danger.
And she's easy.
They're not even eating those.
Easy to lure now. You just need to get a couple beers.
Yeah.
Right. Bowl of beers.
Shanties.
She's a swino.
Yeah, there you go.
That's big news. Thank you for listening to the pod. Remember to go to patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor, up to 3 weekly bonus podcasts plus Discord chat access. It's fun in there. You can join for free, but you can upgrade to get access to all the content. Most importantly, real quick, if you're listening on the 6th, go rewatch the election night live stream. And also,
if you're live now, join us in an hour. Join us. Yeah,
It
On
is-
X, right?
It's on X. Okay.
Yeah.
So we won't get taken down because we're going to be we'll probably be popping up the other networks and whatnot. And yeah, it's on X. So it's free. So just join. It's on x.com/hard factor. We're going to hang up and be up back there in like 15, 20 minutes. So, or wait, no, we'll be back there in an hour. In an hour.
We gotta go eat
9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah.
Let those polls come in.
We're letting the polls come in, and then watch the replay if you're listening on the 6th. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.